Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, this is a collective reading for the sign of Aquarius. Now, this reading is a self-reflection reading, and the idea behind self-reflection readings is that every now and then we've all got a bit of healing we need to do, and sometimes we get stuck and we don't know where to look. So this is a bit of a nudge from Spirit to give us an idea of what direction we need to be looking at. Okay, so given that, let's get into it. So just to confirm, it is collective, so not everything will fit. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit for yourself, please check the other placements. You may find a message in there. Okay, so let's get into it. Spirit, can we get some cards for Aquarius on their self-reflection journey that they may need to do? Spirit, please give us some cards for Aquarius for the self-reflection. Okay, so in your overall energy at the moment, we've got the Five of Swords. Okay, so that is suggesting that you may have been going through a bit of conflict. That could be internal conflict, and it's suggesting that you might be feeling a bit of, maybe you feel a bit of failure. Maybe you've been treated a bit unfairly, possibly berated by other people, or you've beat some people and you're feeling a little bit of victory over them as well. You may have been just going through a lot of drama as well, potentially, and you're just kind of sitting in an energy of, it's like the end, or either an end of conflict or in conflict as such. So how you are currently talking to yourself, we've got a Page of Wands in the reverse. So this is suggested that you are currently holding back. You are potentially either feeling like people have been disloyal to you, or you are being disloyal to yourself, possibly. You could also be being very indecisive and you're not really making decisions that you need to be making. With regards to that, I mean, if it's something where you've recently been through some sort of conflict, it could very well be that you are feeling that people have betrayed you as well, or you may have betrayed someone else. You could have turned your back on somebody potentially, and that could be what this conflict is about. Or it could be, it could very well be that you're telling yourself to turn your back on someone, or that someone's turned their back on you. It could be that you are telling yourself that you've got no options anymore, you're feeling stuck. You could be telling yourself that, the decision's not yours to make, if you've got a decision to make. You're just kind of feeling a bit stuck. Things aren't really going your way. If it's something where you were looking at traveling potentially, you're telling yourself to hold off on it as well. Okay. Now we do have the Empress in the reverse to clarify this. We've got the Strength card in the upright, and we've also got the High Priestess in the reverse. So the Empress in the reverse is somebody that is experiencing a lot of mental confusion. They're completely overwhelmed with the situation as well, which could be why you feel like you're boxed in, because you're just so overwhelmed that you can't make a decision. We do have the Strength card, which is suggesting that you are telling yourself to, stay strong, and that you are telling yourself to maybe have some some self-control and some composure about the situation. And then we have the High Priestess in the reverse, which again is suggesting that you're unable to access some information. You could be, you might have some emotional issues that you are avoiding. You're not at harmony with your own intuition, and you're kind of lacking a lot of faith in people and yourself. Yeah, and that you might be feeling a bit excluded as well. So again, that all goes in with that feeling of, you know, of betrayal. So it could be that you are telling yourself that maybe you're telling yourself you're going against stronger opponents potentially, but you're completely confused as well. It could be that you're very overwhelmed at all the conflict that's been going on, that much that it has put you out of sorts with yourself. But you are aware that you've got a lot to give. You've got a lot of, your morals could potentially be a lot more intact than potentially people that you might be having conflict with. It might just be that you've got to have a lot of mental strength to endure what you're going through at the moment, especially with your habit being very overwhelmed and lacking the insight and intuition that you need. So you're telling yourself that you need to be strong. Now, in the area of what are you hiding from yourself, and you're feeling fearful and ashamed, we've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which is suggesting that what you are hiding is the fact that you don't want to work on something with other people. You're quite happy to go it solo. You could also be lacking skills to delegate, or you might be lacking skills of collaboration. You can't really make something a reality, or maybe that you're just fearing that you can't make something a reality and you can't work on something with someone. Let's get some clarification on that, please, Spirit. Could even be that you're ashamed that you haven't been able to make something work. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Queen of Pentacles to confirm that Three of Pentacles. So that Page of Pentacles is, he's like the beginning of a new job potentially. Somebody that's got skills. They're very curious. They're a practical person, quite innocent. Can be a person itself. It could also be that you were keen to learn something. You got this Moon card that is suggesting that things may have been kept hidden from you. You couldn't necessarily see the whole truth of the situation. Could also be that you are also, imagining things, or you might have been, romanticizing or having a bit of fantasizing over what was going to happen. Now, we've also got this Queen of Pentacles. Again, that could be a person. It could just be a personality trait for yourself. But the Queen of Pentacles is, somebody that's extremely abundant. They're very generous with their money, with their gifting. They look after people. They're very homely. I think what it could very well be is that, you are possibly ashamed that you weren't able to make something work, either with the Page of Pentacles or with the Queen of Pentacles, because you weren't seeing everything. Maybe you were expecting things to go a certain way. Maybe you were fantasizing a bit too much with regards to how a job was supposed to go, and you were expecting to be all abundant and everything, but you haven't managed to make it work. It could be that you're scared that you're not able to go from this page to being this queen. You haven't been able to learn things. So, and it could be that you might be feeling that you might be fearing that you're not able to progress as such. And, you're not able to use your instinct very much with regards to that, because because of how blocked you are down here. And it could very well be that you are, fearful of having a new start potentially, or change career. maybe you've been in a lot of conflict in a past job, or you're in a job where there's a lot of conflict. You might have overcome it, but maybe you're now a bit of afraid to work with other people potentially, because you're scared of what you can't see in the background. You're not sure of what other people's intentions are, so it could be something where that might be a little bit, you might be a little bit fearful of that. Then we've got in what can help you at the moment to heal from this, we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. So the King of Cups in the reverse is suggesting that he doesn't necessarily control his emotions. He's also suggesting that, certain projects may need to be derailed. So if this is a work situation, it might very well be that, you need to let your emotions come out. If it's something where you're somebody that holds back all the time, and that might be how you come into conflict with people, because you're constantly holding back. It might be that you need to not necessarily have massive arguments in the workplace, but it might be something where you need to air your concerns with regards to your emotions. It could be very much that you might need to step back from a particular project that you might be working on because of the conflict that's going on. Now, we also have the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords to clarify this King of Cups. Now, the Four of Wands is it's a union card. It's a card of success, happiness. It's the card that people normally get when, for marriage. It's tranquility, happiness, reset, stability. So it is suggesting that, having that outpour of emotions and potentially relinquishing some sort of project that you might be on could potentially give you some harmony and a bit of peace and some stability. Did I say the Four of Pentacles? That's the Six of Pentacles. Silly me. So the Six of Pentacles is suggesting that where things might have been unfair and out of balance, that that you could end up with so fairness could be redistributed. There might be some generosity coming your way. Again, if this is a work thing where things are completely out of balance at the moment, it does suggest that if you have your feelings aired, probably to your manager in a safe space, that they'll be able to re-establish some sort of fairness. So it could be that you keep getting pushed to take on more and more workload potentially, and you might feel that it's really unfair that you're picking up so much extra work compared to other people. So in order to get out of that mindset of you're being taken advantage of and feeling overwhelmed, you might just need to air that you can't do everything. Yes, you might be very willing, and you might be somebody that's really successful and abundant, and but you can't take on more than you can handle, and hopefully they'll be able to redistribute some workload for you. That is what is suggesting there, that it should be able to become more fair. Now, you do also have the Seven of Swords, and that is in the upright. Again, that's suggesting that you give complete disclosure, lay all your cards on the table to strike that fair deal. So whether it's you turn around and tell your boss, you need to sort it out, or I'll go off with stress and anxiety because it's getting your emotions in that much of a tiz. You don't know what you're doing. You're completely overwhelmed with everything, or that you need to look for a new job potentially. It could be anything. It could also be a relationship where you may have been in a relationship previously, you're feeling out of it. You may have lost all intuition behind whether or not a relationship's going in a particular way. You could be an Empress in reverse yourself. You could be feeling like a complete lack of abundance, completely overwhelmed by the situation. you're fearful of working on it because you don't know what the intentions are of the person that you're working on things with. But what you need to do is, speak your truth, speak your emotions in order to get that balance. Lay all your cards out on the table. If it's something where situations need to improve, then let it all out. Yes, it might not be the best outcome, but you won't know unless you try. But if you express what you need and what you want from a situation, then all you're doing is you're just telling somebody what you want. It's not a bad thing to express your needs and your wants. Okay, now in the area of what you need to let go of, we do have the 10 of Cups, which is that happy family life. So this could suggest potentially that you need to let go of a happily ever after, potentially. Whether that's the relationship you need to let go of, it could very well be a job. We've also got, wow, you've got a lot of 10s on here. Keep an eye out for reoccurring numbers of 1010, because you've got four different 10s out at the moment. You've got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So they're all 10s. It could be that your spirit guides are trying to give you messages to let you know that you're on the right path. Now, so the 10 of Cups that you need to let go of potentially is that your happy families. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles is, the need for abundance, the need to make a lot of money, potentially but these are all future cards, and they're also the end of something. So they could be future cards as in that's where you want to end up at, but they're also an end of a cycle card. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well, which is the end of a cycle, but he is in the reverse. When it's in the reverse, it's suggesting that the cycle is a bit delayed and it's not ended yet. So it is suggesting that you do let go of whatever this cycle is. So let go of the need to have, or let go of this potential family setup that you might be having that you feel is really abundant. Let go of this money situation that you may have found yourself in. The 10 of Pentacles, when it's in the reverse, is you're lacking money. It is family disagreements. It is problems with money and upsets in the home. We've also got the 8 of Swords that is suggesting that you're feeling stuck. So you need to let go of the feeling of being stuck as well. So this is all suggesting that you let go of a negative cycle, that you come out of it, learn your lesson, and stop feeling so stuck in the position that you're in. So whether or not this is something where you're in a relationship where there's been a lot of conflict and you've completely lost your confidence in yourself and you've lost who you are, you've got the strength to move out of it. You're fearful of working on things for in the future. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're ashamed to work on it because you don't think it's worth it. Maybe you're scared of working on it because it's just going to keep the same sort of pattern. Maybe you work on it but the other person doesn't. Like I say, this King of Cups here is suggesting that you do let your emotions out, and it should bring you some sort of harmony. Lay all your cards on the table so that you're open and what you need is being healed. Let go of the cycle that you were in. Let go of any negative energies, let go of any negative thoughts behind it. If it's something where you've had a happy family and it's gone into conflict, it's letting it go, not necessarily letting the family go, letting the situation that has caused it to become a bit toxic go. So whether it is, negative mindsets potentially, the whole feeling trapped. Why do you feel trapped? What is causing you to feel trapped? Is it just a state of mind that is making you feel trapped? Is it the need to have money that's making you feel trapped? Is it, it's examining those and letting go what it is that is causing you to be in that mindset. Now we do have the 10 of Swords is what you need to embrace. So that is suggesting that you need to embrace, again, an end of a cycle. This is suggesting that it's a cycle that is continuing still. You have a King of Pentacles that is in the reverse, which is somebody that basically they charge on regardless of what anyone else wants. They just keep going, doing their own thing. They're not particularly reliable and they cut corners. So this is suggesting maybe you need to become a little bit unreliable. Maybe you need to be a bit more spontaneous. We've got the Devil. This is probably embracing more of the selfish aspect side of something for yourself. Maybe you are somebody that is constantly giving, like I was saying over here. You might be someone that is constantly giving and giving and giving, and you're being taken advantage of, and you need to be a bit selfish and put yourself first. And then we have that Temperance card as well, which is suggesting that you do need to find some, you need to embrace some balance. So yeah, so it's very much of, if you do if you're going to stay in a cycle that you're feeling isn't particularly happy, this is suggesting that you embrace it, mix it up a bit, try not to be as reliable as you once were, be a little bit unpredictable, embrace that there are certain aspects of it being a little bit toxic, but it might be something that you actually quite like. When I say toxic, it doesn't have to be toxic. It could just be a vice. It could be something that people see as a bit taboo, potentially. And then you've got, like I say, you've got this Temperance, which is suggesting that you need to embrace balance and harmony. So that's suggesting, within yourself, it's rejuvenation, healing. I mean, to me, this Devil is just that you need to embrace being a bit more selfish, to be honest with you. So like I say, maybe it is that you've been a massive giver, and you just need to embrace that you are a bit, that you need to be a little bit selfish in order to strike that balance with yourself. You need to be a bit more unpredictable, a bit more unreliable, to look after yourself a little bit more. I mean, that Ten of Swords to me is suggesting that you might be stuck in a little bit of an old pattern. So in order to break free from that pattern, to do things that are different. Okay. So if it's something where you're constantly looking after other people, you're the person that's extremely reliable, because that's where things tend to get a bit unfair towards you and one-sided and unbalanced. When you're doing a lot more than other people, they tend to take advantage. So it's suggesting that you do that. You become a little bit more unreliable. Take some time for yourself. Be a bit selfish. Put yourself first, and find a bit of balance for yourself. Okay, we're going to pull an Angel of Light card as well to see if Spirit have got any more messages for you, Aquarius. Okay, Spirit, can we get an Angel of Light Oracle card for Aquarius, please? Oh, my shuffling's useless today. Okay, so we've got Faith. Faith is such a powerful quality that it moves mountains. Angel wisdom reminds you, however, not to have blind faith in people or situations. Use common sense and discernment and never give your power to another. Instead, put your faith in yourself and the higher powers. Pray with integrity from your still, wise center and know that your request will be granted. Act as if it's already manifested. That is faith. Your angel guidance is to increase your faith in the infinite. Your affirmation: I have faith in the support of the universe. Okay, so I hope that has helped some of you Aquariuses out there for any reflection that you might need to be doing. Good luck on your self-reflection journey, and thank you for joining me.